Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik's View. Today, I want to jump right into it. We got a lot of commotion going on about the ruling in Arizona that just got brought to the floor, whatever, that's on the floor right now regarding abortion. And I wanted to play some clips I found, just some clips of Gretchen Whitmer discussing abortion and her views versus Donald Trump's views. And got several clips I was able to find. So I want to play a few. And here we go.
I think it just tells you got to watch what the guy does, not listen to what he says. He changes his position all the time on this. But we cannot forget his actions speak louder than any words he's uttering yesterday or tomorrow. He's the one that put 3 court justices on the Supreme Court that overruled Roe v. Wade, put out the Dobbs decision, and has created a patchwork of rights and freedoms across this country that people are speaking out against and are now trying to take to the ballots in their individual states. So let's be very clear that the reason we've got this mess is because of Donald Trump. And regardless of what he says his position is now, that fact remains.
That's from April 3rd. And I found this one also from April 3rd. I want y'all to leave y'all comments down below because this is a controversial topic, and they use topics like this to try to sway voters and get voters out, but they try to sway them in different ways and use different talking points to just confuse people's perceptions of what's really going on. Now, here's another.
We got to watch what people do. Now, we know that Donald Trump is about to come out with some new policy on abortion. What is his 8th, 10th, 40th position on abortion, right? We cannot trust what they say because we've seen extremist Republicans all across this country try to chip away at abortion rights. We know that this is very much on their agenda going into this election. We saw after Alabama the IVF decision, all the Republicans said, we love IVF, we love the creation of families, all families should be able to exist whatever way they go. And then we had the vote in Michigan, only 2 Republicans voted to get rid of that old surrogacy law and to protect IVF.
So there you have, her speaking out again. That was April 3rd as well. I believe she was over in Arizona during that little speech right there. So, like I say, Trump gave his statement. I'm going to play that at the end, but I want to give y'all several clips of Gretchen that I found just out speaking and campaigning for Biden, and also, campaigning for her view on abortion rights or reproductive rights. Here's another one.
Hello from Arizona. I'm Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, and I am here on behalf of the Biden-Harris campaign and our fight for reproductive rights. And I'm standing here with the incredible Senator Eva Birch, who recently told her story and her fight here in Arizona for reproductive rights.
Last month, I discovered that I was pregnant. We realized after some time that the pregnancy wasn't viable and that I was going to require abortion. It's so imperative that people in Arizona have access to safe, legal abortion care.
And this isn't just here in Arizona or in Florida. This is for all 50 states. Donald Trump is the reason that we are fighting like hell to have these rights. He's the reason that the Supreme Court eviscerated Roe v. Wade and rendered the Dobbs decision. And he's the reason that there are women who are dying because they can't get this care.
In Arizona, we are working so hard to make sure that we have a ballot initiative on the ballot in November that allows the people of Arizona to have a voice in the fight for reproductive health care and make sure that we can enshrine these rights into the Arizona Constitution, just like they did in Michigan.
And we had to make sure to reelect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because they will use every tool the federal government has to keep us safe. And he would veto an abortion ban where we know the other guy can't wait to sign one.
It's time to fight as hard as we can to organize, to get everybody involved, to make sure that our voters are energized and that they are coming to the ballot in November to make sure that we can move these initiatives forward and that we can elect pro-choice candidates up and down the ticket.
So get out, knock those doors, and let's fight like hell.
So there you have Gretchen. I have a strong opinion of Gretchen, but I'll speak about that on Rumble where I can speak a lot more freely. I definitely am not in favor of Gretchen Whitmer and a lot of things she has done to our state and to our people. So those are several of Gretchen's different public speeches and campaigns towards reproductive rights or women's right to choose or abortion rights, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to read this little piece I found from Rachel Alexander. She states that the hysterics from the left over the Arizona Supreme Court decision today upholding our old law banning most abortions has been unreal. First of all, no higher court will ever uphold the decision. As we all know, they're too chicken, so the outrage is meaningless. Secondly, no prosecutor in Arizona, Soros has successfully destroyed any conservative prosecutor from becoming elected, would ever uphold the law. It's all a facade to pretend that Democrat women are going to get out the vote, to disguise the fact that they are just going to cheat again in 2024. That's from Rachel Alexander. I don't know who that is. I was in somewhat agreement with that post. So drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, Trump released his statement. Like I said, I was going to play that. So here that go. And this is from a day or two ago.
The Republican Party will always support the creation of strong, thriving, and healthy American families. We want to make it easier for mothers and families to have babies, not harder. That includes supporting the availability of fertility treatments like IVF in every state in America. Like the overwhelming majority of Americans, including the vast majority of Republicans, conservatives, Christians, and pro-life Americans, I strongly support the availability of IVF for couples who are trying to have a precious baby. What could be more beautiful or better than that? Today, I'm pleased that the Alabama legislature has acted very quickly and passed legislation that preserves the availability of IVF in Alabama. They really did a great and fast job. The Republican Party should always be on the side of the miracle of life and the side of mothers, father, their beautiful babies, and that's what we are. IVF is an important part of that, and our great Republican Party will always be with you in your quest for the ultimate joy in life. Many people have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. They wanted it ended. It must be remembered that the Democrats are the radical ones on this position because they support abortion up to and even beyond the 9th month. The concept of having an abortion in the later months and even execution after birth, and that's exactly what it is. The baby is born, the baby is executed after birth, is unacceptable, and almost everyone agrees with that. My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land, in this case, the law of the state. Many states will be different. Many will have a different number of weeks, or some will have more conservative than others, and that's what they will be. At the end of the day, this is all about the will of the people. You must follow your heart, or in many cases, your religion or your faith. Do what's right for your family and do what's right for yourself. Do what's right for your children. Do what's right for our country and vote. So important to vote. At the end of the day, it's all about will of the people. That's where we are right now, and that's what we want, the will of the people. I want to thank the 6 justices, Chief Justice John Roberts, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, and Neil Gorsuch, incredible people, for having the courage to allow this long-term, hard-fought battle to finally end. This 50-year battle over Roe v. Wade took it out of the federal hands and brought it into the hearts, minds, and vote of the people in each state. It was really something. Now it's up to the states to do the right thing. Like Ronald Reagan, I am strongly in favor of exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. You must follow your heart of this issue, but remember, you must also win elections to restore our culture and, in fact, to save our country, which is currently and very sadly a nation in decline. Our nation needs help. It needs unity. It needs us all to work closely together. Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, everyone, we have to work together. We have to bring our nation back from the brink, and that's where it is. It's at the brink, and we will. We will do it. I promise you, we will do it. Always go by your heart, but we must win. We have to win. We are a failing nation, but we can be a failing nation no longer. We will make our nation great. We will make our nation greater than ever before. Thank you very much.
So there you have Trump's statement regarding this whole situation and topic. And you see how Gretchen said that Trump is no exceptions. Trump is, not in favor of this, blah, blah, blah. Well, they spew a lot of back and forth stuff. But when you look down and do the research yourself, you could see Trump is in favor of exceptions and Trump is pro-life. And a lot of Republicans and conservatives are pro-life and they do have exceptions. Even though it's only a small percentage, it's like 2% of women who get abortions is due to rape or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but it's only a small percentage. Could be 5%, 2%. We can look that up. But anyway, just wanted to give some different takes on this topic and let y'all decide what y'all think. I'm pro-life. I have exceptions. If somebody do get raped and get pregnant, yeah, exception. If somebody life is on the line, that's the exception. But that percentage out of the 100% of people who go get abortions is like 2 to 5% or something like that. So they completely they using that 2 to 5% to push pro-choice on everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's my view. Y'all leave y'all view in the comments below. Thanks for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik's View. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please like, share, drop comments, and even prayer requests down below. And also subscribe so you can stay notified each and every time our weekly content is uploaded. Thanks for tuning in to Logik's View. God bless. Peace.